Tonight, are you starting off on your parenting journey?
Or you need some additional advice?
Welcome to the Family Oasis, where we talk all things family.
And don't we learn everything in life? If there's a new skill, we educate ourselves either online or in person, or even making that amazing coffee. There's like a barista course around the corner from us.
There's schooling for everything. Even when you own a dog in Switzerland, there is a school for owning a dog.
But parenting doesn't come with a manual. So we're taking you along on our journey, how we started our family. We were blessed with that special family in our own life.
Yeah, it was a demonstration that it's possible to have a healthy family. And it gave us hope.
Yeah, it gave us a lot of hope, just starting off or thinking about our own family. And out of that, the desire in my heart started to grow to have our own family.
That desire didn't translate so well with me, I have to say. And it was back in 2003 that Shamra started to have those feelings to create a family. And I was too selfish. I was just interested in double salary, no kids, and traveling. So we traveled a lot back then. And in the middle of New Zealand in 2004, I didn't expect this, but God spoke to my heart. And He said, "You have seen enough." I really felt that God spoke, and I knew I have to change. And I went back to Shamra when I heard this sentence, "You have seen enough." And I told her, it's time now to have kids.
I was so excited about that. And that's what we talk about a lot, how important it is to have unity as a couple, even just like unity in starting off your own family. Because the desire in me started off.
But the desire in my heart didn't start back then.
It took a little bit more time.
But it was so important that I received my portion.
So it was individually, we came together and made a decision in unity.
Yes. So unity, it's so important. But additionally, like in our case, before you embark on your parenting journey, your parenting story, find a family or families around you that can help you on this journey.
Because that just like sparks conversation out of seeing other families, how they do everyday life. Conversations like, what do you think about how they deal with screen time?
Yeah, or napping, or going to bed, or when there's maybe a conflict, how do they deal with it?
Or just their couple, how do you like how they treat each other or how they're connected to each other?
And I think I remember well, this really helped us to realize what we would like, the do's and the don't. And it gave us so many topics to discuss and find our own style.
Absolutely, because it's not something that comes naturally. And surrounding ourselves with other families, just like organically, we talk about those topics together.
Exactly.
These conversations are crucial as they often don't come naturally.
Yeah, and I like to say we both come with a backpack. We've been raised in very different directions. And I think when you have kids, it's like this reflection of two different individuals. And it's so important to come and discuss about this so we can find our own style in our unity.
Common ground, and as we've already talked about, unity in parenting and in the topics of parenting even before we have kids.
Yes, and it's very important to address those challenges because parenting brings a lot of tensions, potentially.
And just like to bridge that level of understanding and understanding each other and having that conversation about how we want to start off.
So maybe you're past honeymoon season, you are knee deep in your parenting journey.
And you're thinking to yourself, like starting off in unity would have been a great idea, or having that role model family, perfect advice, but it didn't work out for us that way. We just want to tell you, there's a reassuring truth, there's hope for you too.
Seasoned parents, surround yourself with a healthy family.
Yeah, do life with them and ask those tough questions you can't ask anybody else, or also those vulnerable questions of shame, sometimes it's so shame filled and it has so much shame attached to it because we think we're the only ones dealing with that challenge.
Yeah, and I see it especially with men, we don't share about parenting, which is something we'll talk about. But as soon as you start sharing, there's so much hope. The shame is changing to hope, and it helps us on the journey.
Yeah, it's a lie. You're not the only one. So the road to change starts with vulnerability and by getting advice and support from other families.
Yes.
And we have this Bible verse at the end now from Jeremiah 29:11. Maybe you already know it, where it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper and not to harm you, plans for a future and a hope." And maybe you need to hear that there's hope for your family today.
Our passion is to be a constant encouragement on your parenting journey.
And beyond just a listening ear, we want to point you always to hope. Even with all the challenges that surround you, there's hope and you are not stuck.
So join us weekly for practical and life-giving insight for this beautiful journey called parenting.
So we'll see you next week. Bye.